Hi and welcome to another episode of Piercy Plays Guernsey FC with me, Andy. Welcome to Tier 7 and our first game of the season against Haringey Borough. A team we played and beat in the Alan Turvey it was last year. So should be an interesting game. I think this could be quite a step up this season, so it should be very interesting to see how we are by sort of October, November time, just to see if we're in any shout of getting anything from the season, or is it just going to be valiantly trying to stay out of the bottom three there. So 22 team league, so a few more league games this season as well, which should be interesting and possibly difficult if you haven't got the squad depth. I'm thinking we have got a pretty strong, deep squad, so it should be good. Looking forward to it. So if we quickly go to the game, I'm going to this season try and get through it a bit quicker. Now obviously we had 3 playoff matches at the end of last season, which extended the season somewhat with regards to episodes, but I am looking to try and get these done in sort of 11-12 episodes try and get rid of the amateur waffle. So let us get to this game, Haringey Borough versus Guernsey, playing at Coles Park in London. So as you can see on the screen, here is our lineup for today. We are sticking with the asymmetric formations. We have brought Dean Morris in, who I talked about in the last episode. Very useful for an 18-year-old. It's going to be nice to have a decent right winger who can possibly play with Nathan if he's playing, and we go to a sort of a 4-2-4, or can swap with Nathan, so they both get good game time, but they don't blow each other out over the course of a season with them being so young. Callum obviously at the back. His contract runs out in April. I am worried about getting him back because he is exceptionally good, and I think he needs to go higher, almost like Vanarama national level. We have Harry playing as the left wing back. New one, Tom Bruce, new signing, 18-year-old again, rated as our best defender at the moment. Pretty useful physicals for somebody his age. Got Frank Tobin playing as the stopper, and Charlie Fripp, who came back for his first game in the playoff final win against Radcliffe last season, so it's good to have him back. The really settled middle three here of Charlton Gauvain, Arthur Warren and Charlie Higgins, all very good players. Charlton is now, I think he's 19, isn't he? And he's really coming on, so looking forward to him having a really good season. Morris, as I talked about on the left there, the man, the myth, the legend, Joseph Paul Charles. Now, whether he can get anywhere near his 40 goals this season, it will be amazing if he gets 25, I think, at this level. But if he continues to keep popping in those free kicks, then there's every chance. And Frank Rosenwald, who is now our captain, with his he's moving the mouse, with his 10 work rate and 14 leadership. Looking forward to him having a decent season as well, because he can really kick on. He only really started playing properly from Christmas, so that was it was good to see him coming into himself in the last part of the season. And now we have 7 subs, as I mentioned last episode, so that makes life a little bit easier. With Jordan, Nathan Rose, a new signing, Sean Stewart, who talked about last episode, who's going to be really very useful fourth midfielder. Tom Delamere is pretty much our 5th midfielder now. Did very well last season though. Robbie Legg coming in for hopefully a full season this season after only being available for the last few games of last season. And Kieran Mann, who was our right winger last season, there as a sort of backup because he can play midfield as well. So let's get to it. So looking at the opposition instructions, they're doing this lovely 4-4-2 that we don't tend to play particularly well against. I'm just going to press their forwards. I don't like tight marking, it pulls everybody out of position, it just doesn't really work. But I will tight mark their most defensive midfielder, because I always think that, or the defensive midfielder, if they're playing that kind of formation, really does work really well. Team talk, new season, assertively say nothing to lose. Underdogs is always a good one. Nothing. Passionately say faith. Nothing. A couple. Okay, 5. That'll do. No worries. Let's kick off. think I'm going to get rid of the league table for now. We don't need it. So, and let me quickly get us into 2D and play. So Brucey over to Fripp. Morrison, that is the end of the highlight. So they've got a few players who I recognise from my times with Chelmsford on saves of the past. Marvin Ekpateta being one of them. Marvell, sorry. I think he might be playing in at Leighton Orient or something like that now. But so they've got the ball. Adam Louis over to 1-0. Andre Patrasco. Yeah, they sort of cut us apart a little bit there, didn't they? So Adajay, crossfield ball. We're not playing particularly wide. I might have to think about that. And nobody at the back post. That's where our right back needs to be, really. And I don't think Charlie was there. 1-0 down after 10. Let me pause that and just have a look at the width of our defence. I think is standard width. I'm going to take us wide. Just stretch it a little bit, but there was nobody in the positions that I need for a 4-4-2. Yeah, let's play. Oh, I need to confirm changes on that. Yeah, this is going to be the difference this season. It's just the quality of finishing, I think, is going to be tough to go up against. Defensively, we were pretty good last season. Joe Charles, hit the post! Nearly opening his account for the season with a cheeky free kick. Nice to see that still happening. And they've got the ball again. Hudson to Lee. Back to Hudson. To Lee to Hudson. Playing it around nicely. Sanderson back to Hudson to Lee. Are you going to do anything with it? You're going to go wide with it, surely. We are pushing them nicely there. Back to the keeper. And Gerard. Nice, great ball over. Frank Tobin, get rid of it. Good boy. Joseph, that was rubbish. Long highlight here. Lee back to Hudson, but we are pressuring them nicely. Oh, it's just... Second time that's happened this save. Horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. But we'll take it. Thank you very much. It was the pressing, the continual pressing that really made that happen. So horrible back pass from Taylor. God knows what the goalkeeper was thinking of. No real get up and go to go and get the ball either. So, okay, 1-1. We'll take that. Thank you very much. Thanks for the little gift. Anybody really suffered on their team for that? No, the rankings haven't suffered that much. Yeah, it's almost 50-50 possession. So it's looking like tight groin. Are you not very fit, Mr. Charles? I think Frank's going to have to play the pressing defend. I don't like pressing defend when we haven't got a defensive midfielder. Play him in support. Have Robbie come on as the poacher. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, I mean, it is early season, and let's face it, we didn't finish our season until the 29th of June with that playoff streak that we went on. So yeah, they haven't really had an off season. I sent them on a week's holiday, but yeah, that's not seemed to have helped much. That said, we're not looking massively knackered, and half time it is. Yeah, relatively dour, but 1-1 and we'll take it. And I'll see you for the second half. So unfortunately, the second half didn't tape, so we've got the highlights, and as you can see on the screen already, we won 2-1. It was crazy. Really strange second half. They didn't really offer much at all. As it is, you might see something in a minute there. Frank, that was his second yellow, so he got sent off. So we were down to 10 men and 60 minutes. So I jiggled things around a bit, went very narrow, and but stayed positive. And yeah, it's quite interesting. They, as I said, didn't really offer much after we went to 10. They messed about with the ball a bit. There was a little bit of pressure, but Frank Tobin at the back was amazing. Yeah, very, very strong. Charlie Fripp did well as well. But yeah, they knocked on the door a few times. Ekpiteta. Frank out to Charlie, who just bangs it over the top. Missed a leg. Bottom corner, 2-1. And that's actually how it ended. There wasn't that much in the way of any real sort of worries near the end of the game either. So yeah, I mean they had a few balls over, just like there. They were playing decent football, but not enough to get past Frank Tobin. Then again, just another cross. That was Robbie Legg coming all the way back from Poacher. Though we had gone to a standard front line, standard back line with regards to height up the pitch. Yeah, that was a great save by Callum. I think that was the only chance they had, and that was a mistake by Bruce. There were a few key highlights here, but yeah, it was just banged straight over the top. And then goes to 93 minutes, and the last touches of the game. Ekpiteta to Adam Louis got the ball in, but it was a horribly headed wide goal. So that's how it finished, and 2-1. Really, really, really happy with that. Yeah, if you look at the stats here, we only had 5 shots. One of them was a clear-cut chance, though. So we had slightly less possession as well, which is to be expected, obviously, when you go down to 10 men. But all in all, amazingly happy with that. Really can't grumble at a 2-1 win, first game of the season. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back for Sutton Coldfield in the Cup. They're one level below us, but they do have some useful players. So yeah, really looking forward to getting in and trying to get a little FA Cup run going. But yeah, I think this season we're going to try and get through the season a little bit quicker than the last one. I mean, that went to 18 episodes in the end, which is far too many. That said, we did have 3 episodes at the end of the season that were all playoff games, so that would have been a 15-game season, which again is slightly too long. I think sort of 11 or 12 episodes would be best. So that's what I'm going to strive for. Anyway, if you like what you've seen today, please leave a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe for content every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. I think after sort of season 3 or season 4, I'll be trying to go Monday to Friday. We'll see how it goes, because I do work for a living as well. So this is very much for a hobby and for fun, and hoping that other people like what they're seeing. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and see you soon. Bye.